Hey, what's up guys? It's True Voodoo. I'm going to be talking about the CS-63 today. This is the new tier 10 Polish medium in World of Tanks. And after playing this thing on my sheriff account this morning, I'm really excited to show you guys what I've learned because I'm a big fan of it. You can do some really unique and crazy things with this that I wouldn't personally try in any other medium tank. It's just really exciting for me right now. New mechanic with the speed boost, and I got myself into some trouble this morning, and I got myself into some wicked awesome situations as well where I was able to just rip some people up. So if you don't plan on getting this tank, I would say stick around anyways, because it's good if you watch what I'm showing you. That way you'll kind of know how to deal with this thing if you have to fight it. So the armor on this thing is really awesome to me. When I first looked at this on tanks.gg, I thought, oh, this is stupid, man. Look, there's no armor. What a joke. But then I kind of realized that this is exactly what I've been saying the game needs to be like for a couple of years now. So the way I explain this game is that armor should not be about penetrating it with RNG. Like, all tanks should have weak spots where anyone can pin it. Then they should also have armor where you just can't. And right now in the game, you can play a lot of these tanks where oh, you can't pin the armor, just load premium. You know, like E100. Oh, you can't pin its turret cheek, just load premium. Then E100 boys get salty, but there really is no weak spot. So what are you gonna do? Tanks should have a weak spot. Like on the CS-63, they've said, okay, if you hit the turret cheeks anywhere, you're pinning. Doesn't matter. Tier 8s can pin that. It's really low penetration. The whole armor at the wrong AO, easy. Anyone can pin that. And that's kind of the way it should be. You wouldn't even need premium ammo if all tanks were kind of designed like this. And so the thing with this tank is I thought how am I going to use this armor? But in a hold down, this armor is actually really good, because if you're cresting a ridge, all they see on the top of this tank is purple, and then right before you get to where you're able to shoot, they can see a little bit of green, but they don't have a lot of time to hit that. And then if they hesitate at all, you basically have a shot at them at the point that your weak spot is exposed. They can hit your cupola sooner if they're going to go for that shot as well, but people will learn that this is a weak spot over time. Right now, people might be kind of hesitant to shoot at the turret cheeks. Even when they learn that you can shoot at the turret cheeks, if you're coming over a ridge, you're still going to have the advantage because they'll auto bounce the top part of the turret. And then if they wait too long, you can just shoot them. So you can really kind of try to bait people to fire at that green part and then maybe back down and show purple again and make them miss. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's a really good armor design. More tanks in the game need to be designed with this. Heavy tanks can just have smaller green areas, but they should still be there, you know? But yeah, otherwise I think this is really cool. So the CS-63 comes with two different speed modes. They're calling the first one standard and the second one rapid. It has a gas turbine engine. So when you toggle X, you go really fast. But it's balanced because you get an incredibly bad dispersion penalty. You have 0 chance of hitting people while in the speed mode on this tank unless you're very lucky. I was trying to push this to limit and see kind of how close I had to be to people before I could trust that I would hit them. And it's basically point blank. At the start of the game, you start out in the speed mode that is orange, so you don't have to worry about toggling it. You drive to position. The thing that's kind of tricky with this, and this adds some tactics on your end of thinking about when to use the speed mode and when to not use it, is that to toggle in and out, it takes 2 seconds. So what this means is if you're going full speed and you're like, crap, there's a guy, I gotta shoot at him, better toggle out, you have to hit X, and it puts on the E brake. Your tank slides to a stop, and then your dispersion starts to shrink because you're in the normal mode again. But who wants to do that in the middle of the open? You got to be careful how you use it. The best thing that I learned with this tank is that you use the speed mode for travel, not assault. So I use it to get into a specific position that I plan on being in. And if someone comes up and I'm caught by surprise, I better find a place to divert to where I can then toggle out safely and then use cover and fight. I think it's awesome because I personally am a big fan of mobility, and I found that this thing let me have a lot of fun in a lot of different games where I was in a situation that wasn't good and I just flexed to the other side of the map and just let it push, and we were winning games because of it, and it was awesome. You can't do that in any other medium tank in the game. You might ask yourself, well, why am I so much more excited about this in a light tank? Light tanks are fast too. Couldn't you do these same things in a light tank? Maybe sometimes you can. But the thing I like about this tank is that it has 2,000 HP. Some of the light tanks have 1,300 or 1,400. And some of the tier 10 mediums, have 1,900 HP. Or maybe the batch has 1,800, 1,850. You have some extra HP. You have a little bit of armor. There's some troll angles that you can get bounces with. And on top of that, once you slide into your position, you've got a really wicked gun with some good alpha and a really good reload. It lacks a little bit on the high end for penetration. I think it only goes like 315. But the main argument I'm making about this tank is that it has the flexibility of a light tank. The one thing it doesn't have would be like the camo rating or stealth of a light tank, but the flexibility was just incredible. Super fast up hills, turns really well when you're in speed mode. But then at the end of the day, you've got a 390 alpha gun that shoots once every 7 seconds, and it feels pretty accurate to me. I had a blast. After my morning playing this tank, I'm definitely going to grind it on my main account, and I can't wait to play it more. It was kind of painful to stop and make this video because I just want to play the tank. It was really fun. So good luck to you guys on your grind to get it. And if you do go and fight some of these, hopefully this video was informative to you and you can kind of know their strength and weaknesses a little bit better. Yeah, man, this is a cool tank. Yeah, if you guys get it, I really hope you like it. I've had a blast. Anyways, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. And maybe I'll see you out there on the battlefield.